What's up, guys? So I wanted to make this video real quick just because it happened yesterday. I finally own a BRZ. It's been a long time coming. You guys have definitely seen all the videos of me talking about how I want to get a BRZ eventually. I want to get a BRZ. I want to get into a BRZ. You know, BRZ is the car that I want to have for the channel. I've been wanting a BRZ for a really long time, so I'm trying to make that happen. As a lot of you guys know, I am definitely leaning towards a BRZ. It's just been a car that I've wanted for a really, really long time. And I finally did it. I'm finally a BRZ owner. My parents were up in the Spokane area anyway. I've been talking to this guy for months. I mean, I even mentioned him in my video about the Jeep, when I bought the Jeep. And I've been just in constant contact with him. He was out of town for like a month. I just kept kind of keeping the conversation going. I found out all the information about the car, had it inspected. I gave the guy a deposit, and then my parents were finally able to make it up there and buy the car for me. Also, used my money. My parents didn't buy it for me. They just helped me because I couldn't be there physically. I've been looking and searching for BRZs for, I don't even know, like 6 months straight, like until I found the right one. This one is like, it's like almost stock. It has a couple modifications that I'll get into here in just a second, but it's like almost stock. So my parents drove it down to their place. It's gonna be there for a while just because I'm gonna be daily driving the Jeep for another, well, until springtime. I'm gonna be daily driving the Jeep until springtime when I finally decide to sell it. And then from there, then I'll start daily driving the BRZ. But I don't want to have to get like winter tires and everything like that just to get it set up for winter when I have a Jeep that I could use. So it'll be a little bit till I actually am driving it and have possession of it. Until then, it'll just stay up at my parents' place, but that'll kind of give me time to get some of the modifications and some of the things that I want to do to it, get those kind of going. So currently I do have 4 cars. I currently do have 4 cars now. I have the BRZ, I have the Jeep, I have the RS6, and I have the 350Z. Currently I'm trying to sell the RS6 and the 350 just because I don't need those right now. I bought them to sell them ultimately, and I'm just kind of moving past that. So I have a lot of cars right now, but once I sell those, then I'll just have the Jeep, and then once I sell the Jeep, then I'll just stay in the BRZ for a while. I'm planning on keeping that for a couple years at least. Doing some modifications to it, and if it ends up turning into like my ultimate dream car, I'll keep it for longer, but we'll see how everything goes down. I do think it might be a little difficult right now to sell the 350 and the RS6 just because they're more sports cars, and going into winter, people stop buying their sports cars and they start buying something that, SUVs and pickups and Jeeps and stuff that like can get around in the snow a little bit better. Not that Boise's winters are crazy. I mean, a couple years ago it was, but like the Boise winters really aren't bad at all. Anyway, so right now might be a little tricky selling those, but they are still for sale. I will get rid of them eventually. Just kind of takes time sometimes, and that part sucks. So with all that said, I do have a lot of new content coming. I'll, especially like once I get to daily driving that BRZ, I'm gonna have a lot of continuous content with new mods, different things I want to try out. I want to update a lot of different things on the car. Currently, it does have a couple modifications. It has some coilovers. I'm not sure of the brand of coilovers, so hopefully they're a good set. It also has aftermarket taillights and a duckbill spoiler. The duckbill, it's not a carbon fiber one or anything crazy. It's just a paint masked one. And then the rest of the car's 100% stock. So it's a good platform for me to start on. It does have a couple modifications. The coilovers I'm actually pretty excited about, if they're solid ones. Just because I know that's a heck of a process to actually go ahead and change those out. I'm not wanting to do that right now. I mean, honestly, I've never had a car with coilovers, so I don't know like how big of a difference it would even make. So I think that part would actually be kind of cool to compare. Between my car and a stock car, just the coilovers. I've never had the opportunity to notice the difference, so I think that'd be pretty cool. I do have a buddy that has a BRZ, and he let me test drive it, so that kind of has the platform and then going ahead and driving this. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to actually like get my hands on it and actually start driving it and enjoying it and it being mine and making it me. Tons of new content is coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me until I finally got a BRZ. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video.